Alright, what's going on everybody? Today is a big day. It's Season 3 time, which means that we get a ton of Ryu buffs yet again. The Ryu mains are eating so well, they're gonna get freaking fat. This is crazy. The stuff coming out of this patch, I can't even explain it. One of the biggest patches for Ryu. I'm gonna show you every single thing they gave him, as well as some few minor nerfs. It's gonna be a great video. If you guys are excited, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe, and let's get straight into this. Okay, let's start with some nerfs. Ryu's standing medium punch, which already sucked, got nerfed and got its hurt box expanded. And Ryu's crouching medium punch, which was slightly better, got its hurt box expanded, and it is slower on recovery. They made it slower, so take a look at what happens now. The crouching medium punch is much easier to punish than the standing. But, like, as you can see, both are pretty punishable. Easily. If you're close enough, since the medium punch is pretty stubby, it's not that easy to get a punish because, like, you wouldn't just throw it out randomly. You would usually use this to punish drive rush, which is gonna hurt the crouching medium punch pretty badly. This is very easy to punish. And I'm pretty far away, man. So this is one of his first nerfs. Now, another really interesting nerf for Ryu is Ryu's heavy DP, because at first glance, you'd think that this is not a nerf. Ryu's heavy DP has been made slightly faster on recovery, 3 frames faster, and you would think that that's a good thing, right? Because when a move is faster on recovery, that means it's slightly harder to punish, right? Well, that's true, but it comes with a big caveat. This is slightly faster, but heavy DPs are very punishable still, so you could still always get a punish basically on this. If you're close to him, it's a guaranteed punish. And even if you're far away, you could still get a punish. But here's the problem. After changing that actually removes Ryu's meaty setups. Ryu used to have these meaty setups. This doesn't work anymore. These both used to work, and you get a ton of frame advantage. You can't do that anymore. And in an airborne state, by doing Tatsu, you get this setup. That doesn't work anymore. None of these work. I think Capcom felt like Ryu's pressure is a bit too much after heavy DP. I don't understand the reasoning, but it's a pretty annoying nerf. To counter this, I found some setups on my own while I was labbing and training, and the best thing I could find is this. When you do crouching medium kick into crouching medium punch, you get a +3 frame advantage, which is great because crouching medium punch is just 0 on block. So that's pretty good. And you could also do the standing version if you'd like. But you get +2 when you do that. Just keep in mind that the follow-up options are pretty limited. You're probably just gonna do a crouching medium kick again, standing medium kick. So it's not very good. But, I mean, it's better than not having a setup at all, you know? I actually didn't expect this to get nerfed, but it is what it is. We got a ton of buffs, so I'll take this. It's fine. Aside from these nerfs, the rest of the video will be exclusively buffs for Ryu. And I'm not talking about anything minor. I'm talking about damage like you've never seen before. New combos, faster moves, and a ton more. Let's start in order with Ryu's crouching light kick. They actually made it slightly better on block. It now ends at -1 on block, instead of -3, just like his crouching light punch. This is going to make his strings a bit tighter, and a little bit better in burnout as well. The next change on our list is Ryu's jumping heavy kick. They made the startup of the attack a little bit faster, 2 frames faster, from 12 frames to 10 frames. Now, this isn't going to be like the most drastic change in the world. It's only going to make things a little bit more consistent, maybe a little bit easier to time when you do any jump-in combo. Usually I suggest doing your jump-in combos, especially the stun combos, jumping heavy punch, because follow-ups are a little bit easier to time usually. You have more margin of error. And with jumping heavy kick, it's much easier to drop. But hopefully with this change, it just makes things a little bit more consistent. Let me demonstrate a combo. This is a combo you'd go for when you stun your opponent. And yeah, nothing crazy here, but it just made things a little bit more consistent. Ryu's forward heavy kick got a change in which its proximity block hitbox detection has been expanded. This allows for your opponent to be hit with the block animation even when they're further away. If they're trying to walk back, Ryu's forward heavy kick is going to catch them, and I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys. So as you can see, Ryu's trying to escape. But no, he can no longer escape. Because every time I do my forward heavy kick animation, I'm gonna catch him. He's no longer gonna be able to walk back, and he has to respect my forward heavy kick. It's gonna stop him from walking back. And I think that's a great change. Ryu's normal Hadouken also got some changes. They made the recovery on hit for all 3 versions, light, medium, and heavy, an extra +1. From light, it was +1 to +2, medium, -1 to 0, -3 to -2 on heavy, and they increased the damage from 600 to 700. Basically, as you can see, all versions of the fireball do 700 damage instead of 600, which is pretty nice. The same can be said about Ryu's overdrive, or EX, or OD Hadouken. It got 200 damage increase from 800 to 1000, which is great. And at the same time, they made it much faster. As you can see, it's not even Denjin charged, and it's going really fast. For Ryu's Denjin charged overdrive Hadouken, you get another 200 damage increase from 1000 to 1200. So that's just a nice buff for everything Ryu Hadouken. Like, this is perfect. Ryu's gonna do more damage on regular fireballs, EX fireballs, and even Denjin charged EX fireballs. Ryu's forward heavy kick followed up by an aerial EX Tatsu has been improved to make it easier for an opponent to hit at high elevation. Now this is kind of hard to test without a match scenario, but I kind of figured out a way to do this. I saved the status of me doing drive impact from the distance to make Ryu wall splat at a higher height, and I'm going to show you how my follow-up after the EX Tatsu will still work. As you can see, this probably was not possible previously. I've gotten this to drop and the heavy DP just not comboing at all. With an EX DP you can get a full 2 hits, and with a regular DP you can get just like a regular single hit that can't be cancelled. But this is still pretty good, and as usual you could do a level 1. You could also do a level 3. Shinku Hadouken got an insane buff that makes it significantly faster than it ever used to be. Just take a look. I'm gonna do this full screen. Look how fast! It's like a bullet, man. It was never this fast. They made it insanely fast. And you know what this enables? Full screen EX Fireball cancelled into Shinku Hadouken without even having Denjin charge. Look. This is crazy. This is so useful. You could just be buffering Shinku Hadouken and just do it like that. And since it's so fast, you don't have to worry about anything. It will always hit. And on top of that, if your opponent is jumping in on you and you want to anti-air with Shinku Hadouken, now it is more consistent to do that, because they changed the properties of Shinku Hadouken, making the second hit connect more frequently with opponents that are higher up. Let's try to do it. It's a bit hard to test, especially since it got faster. There we go, that's a good one. Another good test. I want him to kind of like miss almost. Like I want him, give me some time, Ryu, chill. I just realized with this buff, Ryu can like anti-air full screen away, man. Like that was never possible before. It's so consistent too. He's landing every single time. So as you can see, they made it pretty consistent for him to land on top of it, even if he's pretty high up. The second and the rest of the hits will connect. Not to mention the crazy combos that you can now do full screen without Denjin charge, just with the regular Shinku Hadouken. Like, I could just do this. And that just works now. Can you believe how insane Ryu is? Denjin charge Shinku Hadouken got even crazier buffs than the regular level 1. Just take a look yourself. They didn't make the speed faster, no. They made it twice as fast. How is that even normal? How are you supposed to stop that? I've never seen anything this fast. Wow. This is crazy. But you know what this does? It gives us some cool punishes. Let me show you. We can punish Rashid's Storm. Just like that. No more Storm with Ryu's level 1 if you have Denjin Charge. Now you can actually deal with Rashid. This is going to be a bad matchup for him now, hopefully. Ryu's biggest buffs have to be Shin Hashogek and Denjin Shin Hashogek. Now, Shin Hashogek is a level 2 super that has 3 levels of damage depending on how long you hold the punch button. If you don't hold it at all, that's level 1. If you hold it for a little bit, that's level 2. And if you hold it all the way, you get the max damage, that is level 3. Now, the change that they have made in this patch is really interesting. They shortened the time that you need to charge to get level 2 Shin Hashogek. Now, in the previous patch, the only way for you to get level 2 Shin Hashogek is to use your heavies. Heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, back heavy punch. If I demonstrate, this was the only way. This is level 2 Shin Hashogek through heavy punches. But now, with the new change, 2 frames faster actually allows you to do it with medium punch, crouching medium kick. This is a great change, so take a look. As you can see, I did level 2 with mediums. I could also demonstrate it with crouching medium kick. It's the same thing. You do the level 2 charge and you can get it now. This is going to allow you to get more damage out of any situation. Insane change. Ryu's craziest buff is his level 2 Denjin Charge Shin Hashogek having the same crumple effect as the level 3, meaning that you don't have to fully hold the button down to get that crumble effect that gets you those big high damage combos. This is a game changer, and I think it's going to give Ryu his highest damage combos by far, and they can be applied in a real match. Take a look. We get Denjin Charge. Take a look at the damage. How's this even legal? I can't believe they even thought of making this change. I'm so happy that they did it, but I feel like it's not gonna last at all. It's just too good. I love it. Just imagine it on Akuma. Let me show you this combo with Akuma's help. I'm sorry, I gotta say, rest in peace in advance. Oh my god! This is better than doing his level 3 now, his CA. I feel like if you have Denjin Charge, just go for the level 2 combos, man. Just don't even bother with the level 3 anymore. Genuinely. Ryu's final buff of this patch is insanely massive, guys. It is Ryu's level 3 and CA. They changed the advantage on hit from +8 to +14. That is 6 frames of advantage, guys, and it's extremely crucial. Let me show you why. Let me show you this regular scenario, right? I'm gonna do level 3 super. And things seem very normal here, right? Let me do a light fireball. You can't jump in on me. You just can't escape. This is a new option for Ryu now. Let me show you an even better scenario. Let me do a non-cinematic level 3. Do you see what just happened? He tried to wake up with buttons and he couldn't because you can get a meaty. You can dash up and do a medium punch and get a meaty for free. This is insane, guys. He has Oki after his level 3. Let me do you one better. I'm going to show another non-cinematic level 3 combo. Did you see that? I got a Hashogek trade, perfect meaty, after a level 3. I got Oki, I got pressure after level 3. Can you believe that, guys? What do you think of these Ryu changes? I've never seen a character get buffed this hard. Probably, in this patch, Ryu is the best character for sure. Changes wise, I don't think I've seen any character with this many changes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.